Home safe. The journey a stolen sculpture with sentimental value went on before landing back where it belongs.
Barging in.
He was in my house, pointed a gun at me, and was gone with my car out the garage.
Why a homeowner says he has at least something to be grateful for after a home invader put he and his dogs in danger.
But first, grim numbers.
I have seen people just OD and not being able to come back.
What a new report reveals about the fight against fentanyl in Portland and how many people have lost the battle. That's first on Fox.
Good evening, and thanks for joining us on the 10 o'clock news. I'm Pete Ferryman.
And I'm Nora Hart. First on Fox tonight, we're getting an early look at data released by Multnomah County that shows just how big of an issue drug-related deaths has become in Portland.
Fox 12's Jeffrey Lindblom joins us now live from Old Town with a look at these findings, which are alarming. Jeffrey?
Pete, Nora, here we are in Portland's Old Town. We're here because these streets are where that report shines a light on being where most of those overdose deaths are happening in the county. One man we spoke with told us he wasn't surprised.
In all cities, Old Town, Chinatown are the most dominant drug-infected areas.
This is D. We told him about Multnomah County's recent report on opiates and overdoses. He found the data unsurprising, saying he knows how dangerous those kind of drugs can be.
We know how that goes, especially me being out here, I see the downhill it goes.
The downhill he's referring to is actually an upward trend, as preliminary reports from Multnomah County suggest deadly overdoses have increased from 2 per month just 5 years ago to possibly as high as 36 happening each month during the beginning half of last year. That's an increase of more than 15 times.
There's only so much that Narcan can do.
D brings up Narcan because he believes fentanyl likely has something to do with it. And while he says he's not an opiate user himself, he sees the struggle all the time, often by way of people overdosing. And although he says first responders aren't always able to get there as quickly as he'd like, most of the time, those he sees ODing survive.
I see more of those, but I have seen people just OD and not being able to come back,
We caught up with another man walking nearby, and he says he's heard of the open drug use happening on the streets of Portland, namely Old Town.
I have to say that stuff like that makes me happy that I'm blind. It still is a problem, but not as